Hello everybody. This day I received a lot of questions in my Facebook, and those questions are the same the question that I received in the workshop or talk show when I share about the topic learning English. Those questions are: what are the best methods that I can use to learn English? Or some kind of questions like, oh, I don't know why, I learned a lot, I tried a lot and I couldn't improve my English. So today I decided to make this video to help you guys answer the question, what is the most effective method for learning English? Okay, so let's talk about the first thing is talent. Okay, one thing I can guarantee for you is no language gene. What does it mean? It means that there is no special gene that people can have it to learn English better than others. Of course, I agree that there are some people who they have the instinct to learn English. It means that they can communicate, they can learn that faster than the normal people learn. But it doesn't mean that other normal people, you can't learn English. Even yourself, you can learn better than people who have the instinct to learn English if you try harder and you can find the right method for learning English. Myself, I have taught English for 4 years and I have got the certificate for teaching English internationally. It is TESOL in 2012. And you know, there's one thing that people don't know about me is even I have taught English for many kinds of students, from children to workers to students, but I used to get very bad scores in English when I was secondary school. When I was in grade 9, I remember how much sad I am when I also received exams which only got 1 or 2 points continuously. I remembered that how sad I was when I had to try to hide those exams into a box because I don't want to let my mom saw it. And you know, in my class, in the secondary class, there are 2 girls named Pooh, and they learned English very well. And when I moved to high school, my best friend also named Pooh, and she learned English very well. So I remember I just got home and I wrote in diary that, hey mom, why don't you put my name is Pooh, because maybe because of that reason I can learn English better. Yes, of course I know it's a really childish thought. But when I decided to change, the time that I decided that I need to change and I need to learn English, I tried many ways. I learned with my tutor, I tried in many different English centers. Sometimes all my words, I have a lot of papers, wrote the English words there. Sometimes I write a lot of words into the paper in my notebook. And sometimes I do a lot of flashcards here. I try various methods. So what is the best method for me? When I got the certificate in TESOL, I think that is the milestone that changed completely my mind. The first time I remember, the first day I came to the class, I thought that maybe the first day we will learn about how to read, how to pronounce well, how to prepare our lesson plan well, how to have a good presentation. But you know what? It didn't happen. My teacher came out and she gave me a paper. The first paper is about the test. Which part of your brain develop more, the left brain or the right brain? And then she gave me the second paper. That is the multiple intelligence test. You can find out yourself which one you develop more. For example, music intelligence or math intelligence. So we keep those papers and we are very surprised. Why did we have these papers? And then my teacher explained, well, before you teach others how to have the best method of learning English, you must understand your students, who they are, what are their advantages, and then you have that information and you will build the method suitable for them. And yes, you know, it's a really great idea, because I think that it doesn't apply only for teachers. It can apply for students like us. So I draw a lesson. Before you find a method that is best for you, you should learn yourself. What are the advantages about yourself? Okay, I will tell you one example. I have a student, and he is 7. At that time, he is 7 years old. And the fun thing is, his mother is an English teacher also. But one day, she took him to my class, and she said, "Could you please help me teach him? He's so stupid. He's very stupid. I couldn't teach him anymore." And then I took him into my class. After some small conversations, I found out that his multiple intelligence develops in body intelligence. It means that he likes activities, he likes bodies activities. So I decided to change my lesson plan a little bit. In the class, I try to put more activities with the body language into my lesson plan. For example, I don't say like head is đầu or shoulder is vai. It is like very boring lesson, you can see. Okay, but instead I do like head, shoulder, knee and toe, knee and toe. So you see, they dance, they learn, so they touch their head and they remember, okay, this is đầu. And they touch their shoulder and they remember this is vai. And if you can learn with the right method, I can guarantee that you can learn very fast and remember fast. And you know, the result is completely surprising. After 2 months, he became the best student in my class. And this result is not only the surprise for his family, but also the surprise for myself. So, to sum up this part, before you find the best method, please understand about yourself. And at the end of this clip, I will show you how to do the test and what are the methods for yourself. Okay, but before that, the second thing I want to share with you is, now let's imagine, what if now you understand about yourself already, and you find a method for yourself already, and is it enough for you to succeed in English? The answer is no. Because you also need one more skill, which people often ignore it, but to me it's completely important. That is continuosity. Okay, I will tell you another story. Some days ago, I have just had a test with a student. She wants to register to learn with me. And after the conversation, I have found out that she had learned English for 20 years. Can you believe that? 20 years. So, does it mean that she's so stupid and she couldn't learn English? The answer is no. Because I could tell you the reason. She learned some months and then she quit, and she learned some months and then she quit. So, the total time is 20 years. But of course, it couldn't be effective as 3 months. Only 3 months. But if you guarantee that you will spend 2 hours per day continuously in that 3 months, I can guarantee that you will succeed in English. After 3 months, you can have good basic conversations in English. Okay, so to sum up this part is, besides 3 times per week in the class, you should have the perfect learning method for yourself and the continuosity. So the continuosity can be from the environment, which is very important to keep you motivated to learn English. So for example, now if you have some groups outside already, or if you know some English club and you often join them, congratulations, it's very good for you. But if you haven't found out which group and you don't know where to go, what to do yet, Welcome to our room, because every week we have the programs of talking, sharing, learning English with native speakers, with international friends, and you can apply what you have learned in the class into real conversations. And of course, it's completely free for you. Okay, and the final answer for the question about the best method of learning English is a good teacher. In my opinion, a good teacher is exactly like a ticket, a plane ticket. It can help you fly directly to the goal that you want to conquer the English. And you have to notice that a good teacher is completely different from a good English speaker. Okay, so how can you know it is a good teacher? When you learn with him or her, you can see that you understand what he or she teaches you. You can feel that you're comfortable, you feel fun, and you can see that some of your skills are improving. So it means that you are lucky, you are really lucky to meet that teacher. So, to sum up of this part again, the good teacher is also the best, or I can say the rest masterpiece into the question to find out your best method of learning English. Okay, so as I promised you, the question about how to find out yourself. Okay, so now it's very easy to find the multiple intelligence test online. You just Google that and then you can type multiple intelligence test. And it is completely free online, so you can do that. Okay, but if you feel confused and you don't know what to start with the result of the test, and you want to be consulted more about how to learn English at home, so you are free to join in our workshop on Thursday, next Thursday at 6 p.m. Okay, thank you everybody.